everyone, welcome back to our podcast. My name is JIT. I'm gonna be the host for today. So today is a sunny day. We can see by the weather, the birds are chirping, the lights are shining down onwards to us. So today we have two special guests with us today about our topic. So before we start our topic, let me introduce to them. We have NAIM and also WENG. Take a applause. So let's start with NAIM. NAIM, could you introduce yourself a little bit?
Right, my name is Muhammad Naim bin Mazlan.
Oh, NAIM. So where are you from, NAIM?
I am from Terengganu, Malaysia, Lumut.
Oh, Dun. I heard there is a beautiful beach over there, right?
Yes, so many.
So many.
So many.
I heard that maybe there is an anime that is like over there, right? Like an anime that was scheduled over there, like an episode or inside of it, maybe something like that, right? I heard about it.
I'm not sure about it because it's been a long time.
I'm not sure, but I heard about it, quite famous, so which school you study from?
I am from SMK Durian Mas, and my primary school is SK Durian Mas.
SK Durian Mas, so both are also from the area also lah.
Yes.
Oh,
Besides.
only. Wow, that's close. So, but how about you? Where you from?
Have guess.
By the look of your face, Johor.
Johor. I'm far from Johor actually. So I'm actually live in Selangor.
Which part?
Cheras,
Cheras.
which is nearby KL actually, within 5-minute drive.
In 5 minutes. So how about KIA?
KL 40 minutes.
Because 40 minutes.
Yes. 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Yeah, it's quite long for me to reach KLIA because I'm in the middle, but the KLIA is below me.
Below you?
Yeah.
How low? Like
Selangor is so big now. So I was in the middle of the area. However, when I want to reach KLIA, I have to go all the way down.
all the way down to.
Adiam Shalam there, like that, or Sepang.
So maybe like you're over here,
Yeah,
the airport's over here.
yeah,
This far.
yes.
Pretty far.
Pretty far. It hurts like very near.
Okay, so let me ask you something else before we start our topic. So do you know anything about communication? What's your opinion about it?
Communication. I think communication is the way that we used to interact with people to convey our messages.
Maybe like talking to each other, sending messages to one another lah.
Yes.
That's kind of meaning. So what about you, Wengi? What do you think? What's the meaning of communication in your opinion?
So in my opinion, communication is a way for us to interact between two or more people. Especially right now, right? We are in the podcast. So when you want to discuss something, we need to communicate, right? Before we have to plan everything. If not, you are going to do your own. It's impossible, right?
Yeah, we need to interact so we know what are we going to do maybe in the future, something like that. So for today, we are going to talk about the power of communication, how it shapes our life and society. Okay, so let me introduce my name is JIT, WENG, and also NAIM. We are going to discuss about this topic now. So what do we know about communications? So from this onwards, maybe like communication, we talk about each other, right? When I'm talking to a customer, like I'm gonna sell some products to it, I'm gonna say, so this product, what you want, the details about it, the price about it. We're gonna let other people know the information first, right? So we can have maybe like a collaboration, maybe something else, I would say. So about communication, so communication is much more than just exchanging words. It's about conveying ideas, emotions, and also building connection. What do you guys think about this part? Like exchanging those kind of stuff, conveying ideas, emotions, building connections. How a simple smile or one gesture can change someone's life. Nice.
I think about the building connections means building connections with people, right? So when we are doing exchanging our words, like in this, we are in the podcast, we are conveying our message, and I think that is how we can build more connection with more people, not just in our real life but also people online.
So what are you trying to say is that you're not just trying to give the emotion, you're trying to express the emotions to them, right?
Yes.
So could you give me an example on online, those kind of stuff, online communications? What kind of example are you trying to provide to us, provide to the audience also?
For online, like right now, podcast, we can do poster, we can distribute online, and so on.
Just letting other people know, maybe also someone you don't know to the whole world, right?
Yeah, as long as people get what we are trying to convey.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point too, because it's not just telling other people, it's expressing your emotions too, letting the others know. So Wingate, what do you think about building connections? Those kind of stuff, maybe how communications build connections within one another. What do you think about it?
So let's say about us, which are studying in IBG right now.
Yes.
Building connections is actually much more important. As we all know, in the first year of PPI's MP, we're not allowed to bring our vehicles inside this campus except motorcycles. So when you want to buy something or went outside to hunt for food, buy some groceries, do you think if I go out myself by riding Grab one person, is it fair or is it very expensive to fare?
Very expensive.
From my point of view, expensive,
Yeah.
everything expensive.
How about the car can fit 4 people, right? 4 of us ride in the car.
Divide 4.
Yeah. How you think about it?
Oh, the name is more affordable.
Yeah, of course. So that's why I'm going to talk about building connections or building connections with all of your friends. As we all know, we are come from different states, like Tarjit is from Ipoh and I'm from Terengganu, right? And I'm from Selangor. Both different, 3 of us are from typically 3 different states and it's far away from us. We even don't know each other before this. So right now we are answered in IBG and we are sitting here to talking about this podcast. So right now we are building the connections with each other. And actually we are from TSLB. So before we ride in IBG, we don't know which class are we. Because before this, if I'm not mistaken, we only have TSL1 and TSL2.
Yeah.
And there are third intake from them, which is TSL3. So right now, we have our elective selection also. We are divided into different classes. We have Chinese class, we have culinary class and so on. So now we are fairly divided into different electives, which means TSL1, 2 and 3 will be in different elective classes so that we can build connections through communication. Right now, like me, what I'm going to talk next. Do you know what I'm going to talk next?
No.
You don't know, right? So, while we're talking about conveying ideas, if I am sharing you the idea, like I'm talking to you right now, giving you some ideas on communication, then you will know what I'm going to share with you, right? So this is what I mean by conveying ideas and building connections.
I'm absolutely agree with both of your points. So what NAIM trying to say is you want to express the emotions to other people, let us know from the whole world.
Yes.
From Wingate, I think I know what he's trying to say is that you don't know what people think before you say it, after you say it. You want to say it out first so others will know what are you trying to think about it. So those are 2 very good points. So from here, communication is the process of transferring information between individuals or groups. Just like we just said, we don't know which class we are from, we don't know which elective class we're gonna take. But after the communication works, we will know, oh, you are from where, oh, you're taking the culinary class, oh, you're taking the other class, something else. So other people should know what are we trying to talk about by communications. But it is more complex than it. It involves emotions, context, and even cultural nouns. So from this, I would say that emotion is really important, right? You want to know other people's what are trying to say. Maybe like, oh, maybe I'm just a robot, or I am having chicken for dinner.
Oh, that's kind of boring.
Yeah, boring. You don't have the emotion, you don't have the expression of it. You're like, oh, I'm having chicken for today, and maybe for tomorrow, I'm maybe having my nasi lemak. Those kind of stuff. You must have the emotions before you want to say it out. Not like a sad robot. I am going to sleep. You know it, but it's boring lah. Boring, unentertainment, those kind of stuff. So Naim, how would you express these kind of emotions? How are you going to express it?
I believe that emotion can play a very crucial role in expressing our message, right? Like for me, I think that when we want to express the message effectively by using emotion is by first we need to understand what are we trying to convey. For the second is we need to have facial expression. Facial expression is very important. Yes.
Yeah. So
And for the last one, I believe that is our body language. Like now, I'm moving my hands and so on. So that makes people easier to understand and more interested in what we are trying to convey.
like you're trying to express to other people know what are you trying to think lah by facial expressions, body movement, those kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So those are all important stuff about communications. So now let's move on to classical communications model. So one of the earliest models we look at is the Weber model, like over here. So it develops in the 1940s. So this model breaks down communications into key components: the sender, message, channel, receiver, and noise, where noise represents any interference that might distort the message. Right now, like this one, like there's a motor running by, I'm talking, but the motor's interesting. What I'm trying to say, it really affects us. So maybe like in the class we are studying, the teacher is trying to teach us something else, and then suddenly, boom,
So much noise outside.
no one's outside. You can't even hear anything else sometimes. So this kind of, I would say problems, issues, these kind of issues may interest something that we are trying to say to others. So again, have you have any experience about this kind of stuff? Like you're trying to say something else, but someone trying to introduce you something else. How would you feel about it?
I would feel quite annoying and disturbing, especially as we are a future teachers that will be teach our future students in primary school. Try to think that when you are teaching in front, your students, some are sleeping, some are talking to each other. When you walk past by them, they will just keep quiet. When you walk back to in front, they will continue talking. So when I deliver the message or deliver the content, like the grammar, he leaves or he leave. They all are answered all wrongly. So that's because of the noise, where they are not paying attention during the lesson or class when as a teacher we deliver the content to them.
Understand the message today.
Yeah.
And then they just, what?
So that's why we will get angry, right?
So yeah, those kind of stuff really bothers us. So Naim, about another model, would you know, like for the Bellows SMCR model, which stands for source, message, channel, and receiver, what is the model trying to emphasize it? What is he trying to tell us?
So this SMCR, Burroughs SMCR, stands for source, message, and channel and receiver. It actually emphasizes the effectiveness of the communication that also depends on factors like the sender's clarity and the medium used, and also the receiver's ability to understand what the senders are trying to convey to people.
Maybe like a process of it, trying to say about it.
The process of communication.
Yeah, that is a very good point. So, yeah, this model, those kind of model, like just like I said just now, SMCR, this stands for source, message, channel, and receiver, those kind of models, it reminds us that effective communication is not just about speaking. It's about ensuring the message gets through without being disturbed by noise and also misinterpretation. That's not about
Yes.
right now. I can't even say that shit. Those kind of stuff. So let's move on to human factors and emotional intelligence. Before we move into it, we're gonna take a short break first. Let's get some drink and we'll come back to it later on. And welcome back to our podcast. So let's take a short break already. So Naim, I wanna ask you. So during Warsaw, right, you cannot able to drink it for the whole day, right? The whole day until 7 o'clock in the night. So what kind of breakfast will you take before you start Warsaw?
I think if at home, I will usually drink coffee prep because I cannot eat heavy stuff on the morning because my stomach cannot take it. But in here, like last morning, I went to Mama and I ordered nasi goreng.
Nasi goreng, wow, very the Malaysian style. Nasi goreng. So during puasa, you can eat those kind of stuff. How would you maintain it? I mean, that is the question I want to ask. When you talk to someone else, right, like this, we are talking the power of communications, right? How would you, maybe like, how would you communicate if you don't want to use the kind of energy outputs?
In communication, usually, like for this podcast, it is actually draining, very draining. And for my whole daily conversation, I will reduce it by not talking too much nonsense. Like
Straight to the point.
yes, just straight to the point. If there is no important things to talk about, I think better shut up lah.
So if really there is communication, it is an important part, straight to the point. Even though you're doing WhatsApp, communication does play an important role, right? So we can't underestimate communication, this small word. So let's talk about segment right now, communication in personal and professional life. So for the both of you, what do you think about this topic, communication in personal and professional life? Yeah, what do you think about your opinion?
So in my opinion, for personal and professional life, both of this communication are really different. Because like what I said, in personal relationships or personal communication, it's just like our daily communication, like Kajit, where do you want to go to eat later? But you in your professional life, you were asking your boss, hey boss, where you going to eat later? It's like weird. Yes, I do agree that some of you are close to your boss. Yeah, you can ask like that. But in the professional way, you would ask him or her, your boss, through WhatsApp messages or even type it in an appropriate way. Okay. So for personal relationship, maybe we are going to talking about something nonsense, right? We're talking about some other people chit-chatting, gossiping about other people, girlfriends, boyfriends, or their own personal life, like when he or she went to, maybe he or she went to Japan, China, went to other country within 3 days, and only spent 100 ringgit.
Oh my god.
It's so special. So within the communication in personal relationship with your friends, you're talking like something nonsense or talking something like not even related with the professional field, right? Hey Kajit, do you think that I need you to pass up the work today? You talk professionally to your friend every day?
No.
Your friend will be like, hey,
What?
who are you? Every day so like this to be, are you my manager or something else, right? So this is the main point about your personal life during the communication. However, for the professional life, it's definitely different. We are going to talking about doctor. You're communicating to your teacher, your lecturer, or something other else, which is they are in the professional field. Let's say your doctor or the nurse is going to dispense you the medicine, but usually the doctors will only give you the advice. You are going to the dispensary counter to get on all the medication, right? So you are going to discuss or communicate with them professionally. You're going to ask, hey doctor, how do you think about my children, my daughter, my son? How is he or she right now? He looks okay? How's the condition right now? Instead, you are going to ask, hey doctor, my children okay?
What?
Like,
Who you
it's
talking to?
Yeah, you're talking to a doctor who has studied many years, and this is a professional field. So when you are communicating with someone, this kind of person, you have to be really respect to them, especially your teacher or your lecturer. Right now we are in IPG, right? So our lecturer is more professional than us. This is the main point. But when we are trying to communicate with them, with the lecturer, we are typing using the WhatsApp to them, sending the messages to them. Should we type it like personal life kind of communication, or we have to type it professionally.
Professionally,
Yeah,
this kind of stuff, when we're chatting all this kind of stuff, you're gonna let other people know, guarding them, you have to let them professionally learn.
Yeah, so when you are trying to convey your ideas or you want to ask something, inquiry question about the assignment or examination, so you have to ask professionally. Hi, Dr. XXX, I'm from who, where, that's all, which one, PPSMP or PISMP, intake 2024, 2022, something kind of thing. You have to introduce yourself professionally first and before you ask someone, instead of, hey,
I wonder, what is that?
how to do this, huh? It's like, this is not your friend. So we have to clearly differentiate that personal and professional life are really different. So this is what I'm going to deliver to all of you. You guys agree with me?
Absolutely right. You're gonna know which kind of people are you talking to. Talking to lecturers, family members, friends, or even to your dog. You need to know each communication does provide a huge impact on how you deliver too. So a part of all these kind of delivers, right? There's one more delivers. Do you guys know which kind of delivery is it?
Non-verbal delivery.
Be quiet. Eye contact, hand movement, leg movement also, even the eyebrow movement does play an important role. Just like my friend not long ago, he had a car accident. He broke his elbow, his leg, even his head. Delusional. He can't even speak. Really like have a stroke. I went to the hospital. I visited him. Didn't say a single word. I just hold his hand for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then I left. Although this 5 to 10 minutes does not play a big role, but it does give a lot of emotions. I have to say emotions. I care for him. I give comfort to him. I want him to get well soon. So all these kind of small movement, not big movement. Small movement, big impact. That's what I'm trying to provide. A small movement, even and not a single word. Non-verbal communication does play an important role. It's not. Sometimes, communication is important. You want to let other people know, but doesn't say a word do play an important role. Naim, do you have any personalized experience about this non-verbal communication? Like how the examples of it?
Yeah, because when other people are experiencing something very bad, like we just said earlier, we're afraid that what we are trying to say, if we are trying to advise him, we're afraid that they cannot take it. And they maybe misunderstood our message. For example, like my friend's family. So my friend who already died when I was Form 4. I went to his home and I met his family, and I didn't talk much because I know how they feel at that moment. Because I'm afraid that what I'm trying to say might be hurtful to them, because they are
disrespectful.
They are already devastated by the death of my friend. So I think that non-verbal communication, like I give them some money. I give them some money.
Like from the heart.
Sincere from
Sincere. A small movement, big impact.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next topic. Communication in professional settings. Like when you're going to work, when you're going to a workplace, a clean communication, it is essential to us because we don't let other people know what are we trying to say. Like maybe for nowadays, internet is all around the world. WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, WeChat, messengers, also the X. So all this kind of communication and does play an important role about it. So Wingate, what do you think about it? This kind of important roles.
So for me, in the workplace, clear communication is really essential. Than what you mentioned just now. So let's think about a meeting where every member has a chance to share their ideas. So when communication is open and honest, projects tends to run more smoothly and the teams works more effectively. So let's think about a communication with your team, or you are the someone who left. So maybe you have some issues or problem. So you share messages through your mobile phone, through the WhatsApp apps. Okay, you share the information you found it online through the AI model, ChatGPT or something. You share to the groups, but you are not in the physical meeting, in the meeting room. But all of your others members or colleagues are in the meeting room with discussing about something else. Let's say they are discussing about something plan A. Suddenly they change to plan B. But usually I have already discussed in this room. I will not share it again in the WhatsApp group, right? Except I have to be clarified again the question. The project has to be run. Something issues happen persist, so I have to solve that. Then I will post it in the WhatsApp group. But we have already fully discussed all the projects smoothly. We change it to plan B. But you did not enter the meeting, so you don't know what is going on. When you will be back and ask them, they have to re-talk again to all of you. This kind of stuff, it look like so annoying, right? You are not enter the meeting, and I have to re-explain to you everything from A to Z. It takes a long time for me to deliver, and sometimes I misunderstood something or I miss out something when I go to toilet or something. I will talk to you, right? So that's why a clear communication is really essential in the workplace. Make sure you and your colleagues deliver all the messages correctly, especially the evidence between the talk between your colleagues and you. Let's say your colleague A asks you to do the project with plan A, but colleague B asks me to do the project in plan B. At the end, what's going to happen with me? So that we leave the evidence through their WhatsApp. So now communication will exist at not only speak face to face, only using face to face where we are going to talk in the room, but also we are going to talk through online via WhatsApp to leave all the evidence to ensure that we are fulfilling the task given. So do you guys agree with me?
Totally agree with your point. You wanna let other people know lah, because maybe something accidentally change something new, you wanna let them know instantly. So Naim, I really heard about something else about open door policies, right? Like this is organized just for the employees to let the managers know what are they trying to say, what are they trying to complain about. Sometimes it's not their fault, it's a customer's fault, but they still blame about the employees. So they need to say something else to the manager to let them know first. What do you think about it? What's your opinion about it? This kind of point. Do you think it's a good point or a bad point?
I think open door policy can be very good for the employees, because when let's take an example, like when the wrong here is from the customer, but the manager said that the employers are at fault. So the employers maybe can discuss with the managers, or even discuss with the boss to let them know about what actually happened in that situation,
In that time.
So maybe the managers or the boss maybe will change their mind, their perception of what is going on that day. So yeah, I think that open door policy can be very helpful to the organization, to the employees.
So they can know sometimes not their fault, maybe the customer saw something wrong, but they still blame about the employees about it also, right? So open policy does play an important part, as long as also as about the internet connections, those kind of apps, applications, so they can know instantly what are they trying to say about it. I mean, for example, someone to let other people know that there's a meeting at 5, but I told them the meeting started at 3, but it delays to 5 p.m. So I want to let them know instantly by calling them using my WhatsApp, Telegram, WeChat, all these video calls, so they can know instantly. And also about the open door policy, maybe some customers order something else, but they didn't clarify it accurately. They misunderstood about what the customer was trying to order, but the customer still blame about them. So open door policy let them to frustrate, maybe them to say their stuff, say their issues about it to the managers know that it's not their fault. Sometimes it is the customer's fault. So these two parts does play an essential part of communication. Now that's why the power of communication. Yes, there is also others ways about these 2 points, but we're gonna focus on 2 points now because this is the most, maybe I would say, the most viral points right now. So let's move on to the next one, between personal and professional communication. So while personal and professional communication have their unique dynamics, the principles that make for effective communications are similar, whether you are negotiating a business deal or comforting a friend. Charity, empathy, and active listening are essential. So Naim, what do you think about it? What do you think that this kind of professional communication does bring our daily life?
Like the personal communication is, I think, different from professional communication. Like when to comforting a friend, you can use personal communication like, hey, it's okay lah. You can do this, bro. That you will use that to your friend, but if you use them to your lecturers or your boss, you can do this, bro. Hey bro, can you help me?
It's real lah.
Yes.
You're saying to the lecturer, it's okay, bro.
Okay, bro, who do you think you are talking to, right? And when someone is trying to say something, empathy, no, I mean the way that someone are trying to say the message, it also must be clear so that the sender would not, the receiver would not misunderstood the message. Like we as a teacher, we need to think how can we teach our children and how can we make them understand what are we trying to teach, because their mind is not the same as us. We are
not mature enough.
Yes, they are not mature. They are kids. They know nothing. What they know is they want to play.
Play, sleep, eat.
That's all.
The essential thing about it.
So I think that the way we trying to convey is our message is different. For example, like when we are trying to talk as a teacher, we are trying to talk with our students. Our students are kids, are little kids, and
Maybe like they are not mature enough, right? They don't know what kind of thing to say, right?
yeah, because their mind is not the same as us adults, because their mind is not fully developed.
So sorry for the interruptions about the noise back there. So this is my communication very important. No interruptions during the talk. So now just stay with you are just like you say, the kids are not mature enough, right? They're not mature enough to say that kind of stuff, right? So I do think there's a very good point about it because they don't know how this kind of stuff. They really need to tell them first, right? So I think there's one more thing about it. It's the open door policies for the employees and for the employees and also the managers. Like nowadays, a lot of customers complaints about the service, the food, anything else. They all blame the employees. But sometimes you're gonna see this kind of stuff a different angle, I would say. So sometimes it's not their fault. Sometimes it's the customer fault. Yeah, the customer fault. Sometimes you want to order something else, but you get something that's not wrong. But because you misunderstood something else, but it's the customer fault. But they still blame about the employees. So I think that opening this kind of stuff for the open door policy does very important roles about it. So Naim, what do you think about this kind of point?
I think that the open door policies are can be very beneficial for the employees, because like you just said, there are times when the one and the wrong is the customer. Customer is not always right. Sorry, customer is not always right. So through this open door policy, the employee can speak up to the managers or even their boss to state that they are innocent. They are not.
Sometimes not their fault. Sometimes it's the customer's fault. They can't get it properly. They sometimes it's not their fault really. I do understand this kind of stuff. I once say waiter before. I once get complained before, but it's not my fault lah. Because during Chinese New Year, right, I'm the waiter. I give food and kind of stuff, but then the hot water stops, and the customer complain why the hot water stops. They complain to me. They scold me. Why the hot water stops? I can't believe it. I'm not the water guy. I'm just a service guy. I don't know this kind of stuff. So sometimes not sometimes not the employee's fault, it's the customer sometimes. So communication is important. That's like you just said, WhatsApp, messengers, like you just said, open door policy. So it's important those in communication. So let's move on to the next one. Digital communications and emerging trend, which is the rise of digital communication. So over the past decades, 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, now the 2025 already. So digital communication has revolutionized in the way we interact. Platforms like WhatsApp, Zoom, Google Meet, these three big platforms and other platforms thus they make it possible to connect anywhere, anywhen, anytime. Mingy, do you have any points about it? Do you have any opinions about it? How do they make this happen?
Before this, we are only allowed to talking face to face. Only like I'm sitting here with you and I'm talking with you now. But over the decades, right, until now, this year of 2035, we have a lot of applications. We have WhatsApp, Messenger, Telegram, and the other one, social media, Facebook, for us to interact and communicate with each other. Let's say Instagram, someone posts a story about he or she is having fun in Japan or anywhere, somewhere else. You will know, right? Before this, where do you go? I have to ask you face to face, then I know, oh, you actually have been to Japan just now, right? Or when the time you visit then, I'm going to ask you, but where are the Instagram?
Oh, I don't believe you go there. I don't believe you. What's the evidence?
But for Instagram, there is an evidence. This is a picture you go to Japan, right? That one, that's why. Now, over the decades, everything has been changed into the digital communication. You guys agree?
Yeah, totally. But I do have my point of view about it. Yeah, sure, WhatsApp, Telegram, Messenger, this kind of stuff, platform does make a huge step to the future, the big future of it. But it also lacks of richness of face to face. You cannot see them face to face. Yeah, sure, maybe like video call, you can do face to face, they like hide those kind of stuff, but it lacks of the real life experience about it. You cannot see them in the face to face. This kind of problem is a big situation for us. Now you don't know how you feel about it when you like you're from third country, right? But now you're in JB. You can't see your mom, dad, your families. You can only see a video call, but you don't have that kind of feeling when you see them. How you feel about it?
I felt very different.
The situation is already different.
Because we are not from there physically. Just through video calls, and I video call my mom every day. It is different from when I talking to her every night at home.
Yeah. You guys say just go home. Hi mom, what do you cook today? Compared to now, hi mom, I bought food.
So what?
It's the feeling of it.
Emotional support.
The emotional support. You only have yourself over here. You don't have any relative, family members over here. It's kind of sad something. So, this kind of the rise of digital communication does play a big impact in our daily life, but it also creates some tiny little bit issues about it because you can see them face to face. But you know how to use it wisely. That's the most important thing about it all. So let's move to the next one: benefit and the best practice in digital communication. So what are the most major benefits of digital communication? It's speed and its reach. Like I'm sending a video call to my friend James in New York City. Think, hey Kadi, how you doing? In just milliseconds, not seconds, milliseconds. He just right there, very in front of me. See him face to face, eye to eye, mouth to mouth, right in front of me. I'm in Malaysia, he's in USA, New York City. That's how the internet works. right now. That's how the digital communication works right now. How significant, how I would say humongous innovation of them all is how fast this kind of stuff reach. We can share information instantly. We can call other people instantly without any call. I don't need to buy a plane ticket, fly to New York City to meet James and say, "Hi, how you doing right now?" Or just call a phone. "Hey, Siri, how you doing right now?" Okay. That's how innovation, that's how internet works, that's how this digital communication works. So Naim, do you have any experience about it? Like digital communication, how it helps you, how it helps you doing your life?
For digital communication, it obviously it helps me a lot when we are trying to communicate with other people who are far away. Like I just mentioned, my family, my mother, my father at 400 kilometers. 400 kilometers so far. Yeah, and just by using this what we say digital device, we can just call them, we can just see them in front of us in just
Milliseconds, yes, milliseconds.
very fast. So you can see that the digital communication can cover a vast amount of area within just a very short time.
So this kind of stuff really helps us a lot. So again, there's another part of digital, which is digital literacy. Has becoming a key point in our daily life too. As I just said, we say that digital communication can react us instantly. There also another way is digital literacy, knowing when to use an email versus a phone call or even a video conference can make a big difference on how your message is received. Do you have any experience or any like examples of it, digital literacy?
Knowing when use email versus a phone call or even a video conference, actually both are the same thing, I can say. But somehow it's different because video conference and phone call, yes, I do able to reach everyone in a good call. Video conference is also the same. But I more prefer phone call when I'm asking. I will only talk about 5 to 10 minutes to asking someone else about something. Like I'm gonna ask, I'm gonna buy this. Do you want to buy something from the shop from NAIM Speed Mart or something? But for video conference, I won't do this. For video conference, I would more personally prefer that when we are having a teamwork or discussing about ideas, we have to share via Google Meet or the other platform. Because video conference usually is for us to having online class or having online meeting. So I don't think there's a little bit difference between these two, phone call and even the video conference.
There is a very big difference about it. So, like I just said, communication being part of it on how we speak, how we use it, how we interact it, how we use all the kind of stuff. So, we have reached the short emerging trends and future outlook. Then we'll move to our Q&A. But before we start, let's take a short break. And welcome back to our podcast right now. So we have a new topic. Now, last topic on the more emerging trend and also future outlook. Look ahead, and emerging technologies are set to transform digital communications even further. AI, yes, artificial intelligence. From you, when you heard AI, what do you guys think about it? What's the first thing in your mind about AI? ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Oh, DeepSeek. Oh my god. These two, these all platforms, AI, revolutionize our life already. Like every time, oh no, which should I choose? The black shirt or the blue shirt? HBD. Like it is already essential. Like when we're using iPhones, like, hey Siri, what time is it right now? Oh, it's 9:45 already. Oh, it's how essential it is. Changes hormones already. Hey Siri. So artificial intelligence is playing a significant role because it AI-powered chatbot that provide personalized customer service or virtual assistant that help schedule our meeting. Like, hey Siri, set me a meeting at around 2:50 p.m. already organized. So when you talk about this kind of stuff, what do you think about it in your mind?
So, in my opinion, AI tools are really help us, not only in our academic and somehow, but talk about the power of communication by using ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a chatbot already. It's not like I enter the Google and I search what is a power bank. I'm just like chat with the ChatGPT. I just like what's a power bank? You will answer me by like my friend WhatsApp me. That's the difference between now. Oh, they will go and gather all the information and share in the platform instantly. Only within 3 seconds, I think. When I search Google, I have to find so many websites.
Bad source to this source.
I don't know which one.
Oh, you're very picky. Because you don't know what you're gonna do. So using this kind of AI bots, it is how good it is right now. Plus, we are virtual reality. You can touch it, feel it, how it makes it, how it connects to one another. This is how AI shall work in the future, how it rises. Imagine attending a virtual conference, a virtual meeting. How pumped it is. How you feel about it when we are then you go to a meeting? How you feel about it compared to you go to a meeting in your life?
I think it feels pretty
Magnificent.
magnificent.
Oh my god, I'm using this card in real life, but not in real life. How may I explain this? Really. So now AI does play a significant role in communication. That's right, the power of communication. So we have reached to the end. Now I do have some questions for both of you. NAIM first. So the first question is, how can I ensure that my digital message are as clear as face-to-face conversation? How do I ensure?
Just be straight to the point and use standard language. Do not use slangs or whatever. It can make the readers difficult. Like what is the person trying to say?
Maybe like straight to the point. Oh, maybe someone asking you, what's for dinner? I'm going to jogging, then I'm maybe going to do my homework first, then maybe go blah blah blah.
Not chit-chat too much.
Chit-chat too much, straight to the point. Why are you having for dinner? Oh, I'm having chicken for dinner. What about you? Straight to the point. So, for Winget, what is one habit that I can adopt to become a better listener? How do it?
So I believe that active listening is the key. Like you have to be attentive to listen to someone instead of you are playing your phones or not listening to someone. So you have to be trying to focus entirely to the speaker, that what the speaker needs to be delivered, and to avoid distraction, and also confirm that you are understanding by paraphrasing what they've said.
Just you know what are you trying to do lah, those kind of stuff lah. So thank you for both of you. We have made it to our conclusion. Before I wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on what has been discussed today lah. Communication is a multi-dimensional, ranging from simple everyday exchange to complex digital interactions. From the lay life of face-to-face, now we are. How huge, how magnificent, humongous step we have been taking to this point. We have seen how foundational models and emotional intelligence plays a role, and we explore practical application in our personal and professional lives. So, thank you for both of you for joining this today's podcast. See you again later. See you in Tonokono and Selangor. I will be there later on. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching our podcast. Remember to subscribe, like, and also comment down below if you want more. And thank you for listening to our podcast. We'll see you next time. Bye.